What's up guys, it's Rolling Hunter. And look, let's be real for a second, money doesn't control us. But how we use it reveals everything about our mindset. You ever notice how some people, no matter how much they make, always seem to be struggling? It's not always about how much they earn, but how they spend it. Today, let's talk about 7 things poor people often waste their money on, and how changing these habits can completely transform your future. Because the path to wealth isn't paved with lottery tickets and fancy cars, it's about smart choices, discipline, and building a future you're excited about. Okay, I get it, you need your coffee. That $5 latte feels like a small reward, a little pick-me-up to start the day. But let's do some quick math here. $5 a day, assuming you buy one every single day, adds up to $150 a month. That's $1,800 a year. Think about that for a second. $1,800 could be a flight to Europe. It could be a serious investment in the stock market. It could be the start of building a real estate portfolio. Small habits like that daily coffee, they drain your wealth quietly, almost without you even realizing it. Instead of feeding the coffee shop's bottom line, what if you invested that $5 a day? Even a small return compounded over time could make a huge difference in your life. We live in a world obsessed with convenience, but here's the thing, convenience is costly. Ordering takeout or hitting up the drive-thru might seem easy, but it's a slippery slope to poor spending habits. Cooking at home, even if it's just a few times a week, can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars each month. And it's not just about the money. Cooking at home is usually healthier, giving you control over ingredients and portion sizes. Plus, it teaches discipline, something every single successful person I know learned early on. Listen, I love a nice car as much as the next person, but here's the truth. A brand new car is the definition of a depreciating asset. The second you drive it off the lot, it loses value, sometimes up to 20% of its worth instantly. Rich people buy assets, things that put money in their pockets. Poor people buy liabilities, things that take money out of their pockets, often disguised as status symbols. If you're trying to build wealth, buying a used car in good condition is almost always the smarter financial move. Let someone else eat that initial depreciation hit. That difference in price can be invested, used to pay down debt, or put towards something that actually appreciates in value. Chapter 4. The Lottery Lie. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. Hope is not a financial strategy. Gambling, whether it's the lottery, scratch-offs, or even trips to the casino, preys on desperation and the fantasy of overnight riches. The odds are stacked against you. It's literally 1 in millions. But investing in yourself, in your skills, in your education, in your business, now those are odds you can control. Those are odds that pay off every single time you put in the work. Chapter 5. Every year there's a new phone, a new gadget, a new piece of tech that promises to change your life. But here's the secret. The newest iPhone won't magically fix bad financial habits. Real wealth is built quietly, through discipline and smart decisions, not by showing off the latest gadget. Now, I'm not saying you can't ever treat yourself, but before you drop $1,000 on a new phone, ask yourself, is my current phone doing its job? Could that money be better used elsewhere, like investing or paying off debt? Chapter 6. We live in the age of subscriptions, streaming services, music apps, gym memberships, meal kits. It's so easy to rack up $10 here, $15 there, without even realizing how much it's adding up. But trust me, those small amounts, they snowball into hundreds of dollars wasted every single month. Take an hour this week and audit your subscriptions. Cancel anything you don't use regularly. You'd be surprised how much money you can free up just by being more mindful of where your money is going each month. Chapter 7. If you're only paying the minimum payments on your credit cards, you're essentially stuck in financial quicksand. The interest rates on credit cards are brutal, and paying just the minimum means you're barely covering the interest, let alone the actual principal balance. You're essentially trapped in a cycle of debt. Attack your debt aggressively. Make more than the minimum payment whenever possible. Even if it means picking up a side hustle or cutting back in other areas, getting out of debt should be your #1 financial priority. It's the only way to truly start building wealth. Look, building wealth isn't about luck, it's about the choices we make every single day. Poor spending habits keep people poor, it's as simple as that. But smart choices, even small ones, compound over time and lead to freedom. Freedom from debt, freedom to pursue your passions, freedom to live life on your own terms. So, what will you choose? Will you continue with the habits that are holding you back, or will you make a change today? If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and share this video with someone who needs this reminder. Let's break the cycle and start building a better future together.